What's going on, guys? Offspawn here, and today we're going to be talking about a YouTube channel known as PragerU. Now, if you haven't heard of PragerU, basically they are a conservative, kind of right-wing YouTube channel. Me personally, full disclosure, I wouldn't consider myself a hard right, but I'm definitely not left. I would consider myself a moderate conservative, which is basically like just leaning on the right side, but I'm not like far right extreme. So anyways, I'm subscribed to them on YouTube. I find their content entertaining. Sometimes I agree with it, sometimes I don't, but you know what? It's good content any way you put it. So PragerU recently uploaded a video titled, "What You Need to Know About Planned Parenthood." Now, I watched the video, and basically it talks about how Planned Parenthood, all they do is abortions, and the federal government shouldn't fund abortions, and yada yada yada. So obviously the far right thing would be, you know, we're pro-life, women are not allowed to abort babies. Me personally, I'm pro-choice. I feel that it should be a decision for the woman to make whether they decide to have the child or not, and obviously if she's gonna want the man to pay child support or something like that, then I think the man should have an input too. But either way, there should be an option on the table. It shouldn't be you have to have that baby. So anyways, we're not going to be talking about the video specifically, but more importantly, the comment section. So after watching the video, I left a comment. It wasn't anything too crazy, but it got some attention and it got some replies, and I just wanted to, you know, share the intellect of the PragerU community with you. So with cost being a heavy talking point in the PragerU video, my comment read, "What costs more, 300,000 unwanted babies that will most likely be supported by social services, or a one-time abortion cost?" Now, my ideology behind that comment was that, look, if you're gonna have a baby and, you know, you want to abort it, chances are you're not gonna be able to financially support it, or the two people that decided to have the baby, it was an accident, it wasn't meant to be. So anyways, now let's read some of the replies. Some of them are educational, bring up valid points. Some of them are just stupid. So first off, my comment got 37 likes. I'm pretty famous, guys. First reply read, "Offspawn, the 300,000 being born will cost more, but that isn't the point. It shouldn't be okay to accept to have an abortion. Lastly, we can make that argument for humans alive and walking around today. Should we keep retarded people, old people, and physically disabled people around? Hell, what about people with rare genetic issues? Should they be allowed to have children or live?" Well, I'm not saying we kill people that are alive. At least in my mind, the definition of being born is when the baby has fully exited the womb. That's my definition of being alive. Not being pregnant for 2 weeks or 3 months or 6 months, when the baby exits the womb. Once you're alive, I feel you should have every right that every other human does, right to medical care and all that stuff, no matter what your problems. But before you're born, that's the question of this video. And then this guy just makes, this is one of the stupid comments. "What are your thoughts on immigration? For example, Muslim countries. Uneducated adults who have a high chance of getting into crime and raping certainly don't help the society." Okay then, the amount, thank you for that. Totally irrelevant. This guy, Team Matt LZ, was saying that slavery was the solution to this problem. Still doesn't justify their death. Well, again, you know, they're not technically alive. Same could be for slaves. Make them free. They can't read and don't have skills. They would be on social services costing the taxpayer money. Surely keeping them enslaved is the best. So this guy was pro-slavery. You know, don't agree with you, but you do you. So by that logic, poor people shouldn't have children. Wow, just wow. Party of the people, I tell you. Personally, no, I don't think poor people should have children. When you have a child, you're basically committing yourself to a financial obligation to support that child. Look, things happen. You might lose your job, might lose a house. There might be some sort of unpredicted event, but if you're going into having a child without money and you're poor, what are you doing? And then this is the most highly intellectual comment throughout the entire comment section, made by Last Gen Richtofen. Hey, Avi. Well, hi there. And then this comment, oh boy. Offspawn, it would cost less to just euthanize the elderly rather than letting them last for years in nursing homes too. What's your point? Cost is very low on the list of things to be considered when discussing whether or not to kill someone. Yeah, man, let's just start killing old people. My point is that when you're not born, you're not alive. Look, when you're alive, you have the right to everything. But before you're born, you don't have that choice. You know, we shouldn't kill off old people. We shouldn't kill people with diseases. Everyone gets sick. Everyone gets old. Yeah, so we're not going to be euthanizing people. This guy said that I'm a goal. I didn't know what this meant before recording this video, but after Googling it, no. How about if we just stop having sex unless we intend to be parents? How about if we take that responsibility instead of just blowing it off and then costing money and a child's life to have an abortion? Doesn't seem that hard to me. People just want to have casual, meaningless sex with no responsibilities, which is why they push so hard for killing unborn babies to be legal. Well, it is legal in most states. And that is not something I could ever stand behind. Toughen up and take responsibility for yourself and your choices. Well, there are these things called condoms, and sex is a fun activity that shouldn't always come with the burden of a child. You people are arguing with the cringy kid from MyCon who was featured on Drama Alert not once, but twice! This man does not demand your reactions, but only those from white Christian people on this platform. Amen. This person brings up a good point. Birth control is less than $20 and practicing abstinence is free. Well, you know what? A lot of people use birth control, but sometimes something goes wrong. Sometimes the pill doesn't work. Sometimes the condom breaks. If you have a powerful exit. Now, I know this wasn't your typical funny Ovsterbone video, but it was something that I wanted to talk about, and hopefully my input on it was slightly entertaining. Maybe you learned something, maybe I changed your opinion, or maybe you disagree with me and left a dislike. Whatever floats your boat. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm pro-choice. I feel like it should be a decision between the man and the woman to decide whether to have the baby, and we're not going to euthanize old people. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace!